Okay, so just wanted to send out a quick message to kick off week two. You will have noticed last week, much of the content will have related to the food, the meals and the snacks, those first two key habits, as they are the most important and they really do create the foundation for everything else. So, from this week, let's keep the focus on those, but let's also start to become a little bit more mindful, a little bit more aware of building those habits around the hydration and also the walking or the exercise and the planning, those other two key habits. So I'm going to send you some information tomorrow and on Wednesday on the individually on the hydration and then on the exercise piece. But today, just wanted to talk a little bit more around that key piece, which is the planning and the organization and creating a good environment for ourselves, a good personal environment in our own homes, because ultimately our food environment is, I suppose, a little bit more of a challenging environment these days. That's going to push us down towards that less favorable end of the spectrum, the key spectrum we spoke about, which is satiety per calorie and how filling certain foods are relative to the amount of calories in them. So if you go into our supermarkets, you're going to see a lot of carbohydrate, a lot of fat, less protein, less fiber. Also, a lot of processed starchy carbohydrates, a lot of processed food that have combinations of sugar and fat. So what we need to do is we need to create a good personal environment for ourselves by planning ahead, picking out the options we want, getting all that good food in our own fridge, in our own presses for our meals, for our snacks. That is just going to help things to flow. It's really, really important. As I may have mentioned before, it's a key commonality among people who make long-term changes in this regard. They're well organized, they're well structured, and they plan ahead. So let's try and do that really, really well this week, along with keeping the focus on the meals and the snacks. That's going to be key. So if you had a good weekend, keep building on that. If you found the first weekend a little bit more challenging, the first weekend can be a little bit more tricky, don't worry about that. Back on the horse today. Let's have a really good day and let's kick off week two well. Okay, so keep the momentum going. If you have any questions, let me know and have a good day today.